For some reason, I have tried to record this video 2 times. I couldn't record it because I didn't have enough storage, and also because I'm simply telling the truth of my traumatic life experiences with women, and honestly, I still experience them till this very day. And I don't hate women. I don't hate women. I really just have a difficult time just connecting to women and having like good friendships with them. But I just wanted to share my experiences and like my traumatic abusive story with my abusive mom. But basically, what I'm saying is that what I was talking about in those past 2 videos that have gotten deleted or like don't record for some reason, I think the universe is trying to hide the message. But I've always had a very difficult time being very vulnerable with women. I don't have a good relationship with my mom, and I don't have a good relationship with my sister either. So, yeah, just being vocal and telling other people how I feel is already hard because I've dealt with a lot of rejection from women and just simply being denied of expressing my own discomfort or telling them how I feel and expressing like, hey, I don't like this. I don't like what you're doing to me. I don't like how you're treating me. Or just even setting boundaries with my mom and my sister. I've never told them my boundaries, and lately this year and last year too, I've told my mom my boundaries, and yet it gets broken every single time. My boundaries with my mom gets broken by her all the time. She doesn't respect me every time I tell her like I don't like how you're talking to me. I don't like your tone of voice. You sound rude, you sound mean, and she would still continuously talk in her rude tone, in her rude voice. And yeah, the way my mom speaks to me sounds really rude and just like condescending, honestly. Like she's always doubting me. And my mom has always been someone that has criticized everything I've done in my life and criticized basically anything I do with my life. Like, it's criticizing anything I do at all. And my sister has been the same person. And so later on in life, yeah, I developed friendships with other women. And obviously I've never had bad intentions. And I don't I've never had that much friends either. So this was really exciting for me to be friends with other women who yeah, I've never really had a lot of female friends at all. Honestly, never had friends that much. But when I did develop a friendship when I did develop friendships with women, I was really excited because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make friends with other girls. And this is gonna be real life friends because, yeah. I mean, I've had online friends, but this is different. So, yeah, when I've developed these friendships with these women, they ended up being really bad towards me and just basically exhibiting the same behaviors as my mom and my sister, just being very defensive and having a passive aggressive voice, speaking in a condescending tone, and speaking in a voice where it sounds like they're doubting me and like they don't have faith in what I'm doing, like they don't trust me. And they were always mad about something. I don't know what these people were mad about, but they were mad about something. I'm not sure what they were mad about, but they were mad about something. And I've just always struggled so much, like trying to continue these relationships with these people because, yeah, I've had a hard, like, I know that the main part of the issue was being vulnerable with them, but the characteristics that these people exhibited was very defensive. So if I was to talk about, how I felt, like, hey, I don't like the way you're talking to me, that makes me feel like sad, uncomfortable, they would get defensive because I would state a boundary with my mom and she would automatically just get defensive or gaslight me, manipulate me, saying, "Oh no, like I would never do that." Just like, blaming someone else or not, or blaming like her mental issues. And I'm like, you need to take accountability for like what you've done and said to me rather than trying to reject the fact that you did anything, because yeah, that's what they would do. So being defensive. Number two, they would speak in a condescending, rude tone. They would speak really rude to me. Like, they would speak so loudly and rude and not consider my own emotions. Like, I don't like the way you talk to me. And my mom still talks in that tone every day to me. And same with the other friendship with this other girl. She would still talk really damn rude to me as well. The three of them, had those characteristics. Like, first, defensive. Second, the really rude passive aggressive voice of tone, and they wouldn't change the way they talk despite me calling them out on that. I called my mom out on that, but I didn't call the other girl out on her personality towards me and how she's treated me. And I don't even know if she knows how hurtful her voice is, because it's definitely caused insecurities for me and how I view myself now because of how rude she sounds to me. So yeah, I don't know if they ever learned from that, but I don't think they changed, honestly. And they probably treat other people like this, but I'm unsure of that. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure the girl still treats people like that and talks to people in a rude voice of tone. But yeah, that's the part that got me the most, was how they talked to me. Like, they looked down on me. And I don't know why. I don't know why they spoke in such a rude tone to me. Like, that's the thing that gets to me the most, is like how rude and how much like they talk in a way where like they doubt you. And that just like hurts me the most, is that they don't change. And my mom has never changed. She still talks like that to me every day. And still very critical and still talks in that way. But yeah, I've just like struggled so much with saying my own boundaries, or just even being vulnerable and expressing like uncomfortable emotions, like saying, I don't like the way you talk to me like that, or how you're treating me is really rude and I don't like that. Just like expressing any sort of discomfort scares me a lot in female friendships, because every time, or in the past when I did try to express that discomfort, it always led to anger, or it always led to the other person being extremely defensive, not taking accountability for how they made me feel, and in general, just being very much just not wanting to change their behavior towards me. And yeah, it's just really hard, Like, I know I should have communicated more about how I felt towards that specific friend, about how I felt and my emotions. But yeah, it was just so difficult for me because I just grew up in a house where, like, if I expressed any sort of uncomfortable emotions to my mom, she did not like that. She did not like the feeling of me expressing discomfort. And okay, the video is about to end because there's like a 10-minute timer on this. But what I'm saying, basically, the summary is like I've just dealt with not being able to express my emotions to other women because it always led to rejection, being defensive, and it always being my fault. Like, it's my fault for feeling like that. Like, why do I feel uncomfortable? I don't know. I have to figure that out and not them. So yeah, I've just always had that hardship in my life.